Hey guys, it's Stig here, and today in this video I'm going to be doing a quick review on Titanfall. Now I'm going to be focusing on the Xbox 360 version other than the Xbox One version and the PC version, mainly because I don't actually have Titanfall on the Xbox One or PC. I only have it on the Xbox 360. But looking around YouTube, not a lot of people have actually posted a review, and obviously a lot of people at the moment, as the game has only just been released in the US, a lot of people still wondering whether the game's actually good or not. They see a lot of gameplay on YouTube but don't actually know a lot about the game. So the whole point in this review is to tell you guys some positives and negatives about the game that I've experienced over the last couple of days, as I have had the game for 3 days, and they did actually put the servers online 2 days early, I think it was. A lot of people say that it didn't get released. They didn't actually put the servers on on the internet until 8th of April, which was not true. It was on there by the 7th of April. Otherwise I won't be able to get gameplay for it. So starting off with, I'm going to tell you a little bit of information about the game, just in case you're new to my channel or new to the game and you don't quite know a lot about the game. So starting off with, it is currently out. It's obviously called Titanfall. The game is currently out on the Xbox One, PC and the Xbox 360. Now it's only out on the Xbox 360 in the US at the moment. It does not come out in the UK until the 11th of April, which is this Friday, and it has been out on the Xbox One and PC for the last month, I think it is. There was a slight delay when the game was actually released. I'm not quite sure what the reason behind that was, but there's two different developers. One of them was Respawn Entertainment, and they were the people who developed it on the Xbox One and the PC. And there was also Respawn, or not Respawn Point, Blue Point Games, who actually made it on the Xbox 360. So that was just a little bit of rundown on what the game is about. So first of all, I'm going to be telling you the positives towards the Xbox 360 version. Now some of these are comparison to the other consoles, and some of them are just points that I've picked up while actually playing the game. So starting off with, the game is actually relatively easy. You do not really need any experience with games in order to actually play this game. I would compare it to Call of Duty and Battlefield mixed together. So if any of you guys play those games, such as me, you do have a little bit of an advantage if you know how to play that, because the game is relatively like that, minus the Titans. Obviously if you got your normal character, before you actually get the Titan, you get your normal character, and normal character is just like you play in Call of Duty Ghost or any Call of Duty or Battlefield. It's just a first person character, and it's the same controls. You do not really need any experience, but obviously if you do have a little bit of experience in previous games, then that actually would help. So one thing they actually do in order to actually give some players the advantage, which I'll talk about a bit in a second, is they do actually put bots in the game. Now for some people such as me, this is a benefit, mainly because I admit I'm not the best at first person shooter games. In total I'm literally not very good at games at all. Although I do run a gaming YouTube channel, obviously I'm not the best at games. I don't play them all of the time, but obviously I still upload them to my channel. So some of them advantages of using bots will be good for me, because obviously it will allow me to actually get kills. And I know the first frustrating thing I did as soon as I went into Battlefield, there's a lot of sweaty people on there who play the game loads and loads, and I know as soon as I get onto the game I would die straight away. But obviously not having any experience of the game, although I've played Battlefield 3, but alternatively I haven't actually played Battlefield 4, so I haven't actually experienced what the game is like. But obviously with the bots you can actually experience what it's like with fake people while ranking up at the same time and gaining a little bit of experience. And obviously we're not good for people who are experienced, because obviously if you're an experienced player then you want a challenge, and some of these challenges might not be the best, but obviously you just got to take it as it's in the game. So that's obviously a benefit, especially to me. I'll say that's my opinion. The next part I'm going to be going on to is also the hard drive space. Now for the Xbox 360, the only install, or the only download install things you actually have to install to your hard drive is a 1GB install. Now for the PC version it's a 48GB install, which is obviously a hell of a lot. I know Call of Duty Ghosts on the PC is something like 80GB, so obviously PC always get a lot more. And also on the Xbox One is 17GB, so that's another positive to the Xbox 360, as it is only 1GB hard drive space, which is literally not a lot. And also the graphics on the Xbox 360 are actually very good. The frame rate I believe is about 30 frames per second, although some people do reckon it has actually gone higher. For me, I'm not 100% sure. I still reckon it's about 30 frames per second. But what I would say, firstly, is the game has actually, on the graphics on the Xbox 360 are actually very good for a 10-year console. So the console has been something like 10 years, and the games are actually, the graphics for the actual game of Titanfall is very good on the Xbox 360. Obviously, there is a little bit of difference between the Xbox One version, obviously that being a next generation console. So obviously, you will always see a little bit different of the game being compared to an older console to a newer console, but the graphics on the game are actually still very good on the Xbox 360, and this has also been shown in my previous videos, with lots of people being commenting on my gameplay and also saying that the frame rate and also the graphics are very similar compared to the Xbox One. So obviously the game will be slightly blurred in some parts, but like I said, the game is actually running very well on the Xbox 360. Now there's actually not many negative points that I've picked out on the Xbox 360 version. One thing I would say is that the game is actually very laggy. Obviously you got lots and lots of Titans running around at the same time. It's something like 6 Titans running around at the same time. If you had that, then it's not very good, because obviously the game does lag a lot. And I did think this was this could be my console, since my console is slightly old, but I wasn't 100% sure. But that was just one of the points that I picked out. Possibly there could be a negative side to the Xbox 360 version, also because obviously it's lag. But I do hope and please videos in the future on my channel. But like I said, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please do not forget to give the video a like, and I'll see you guys in my next video.